welcome to today's vlog. So today we are hiking high noons at Sandy Mcnabb. This is a loop that's about 6.4K with a 260 meter elevation gain. I picked this one for today because we wanted something easygoing, and also there's wildflowers out already. So the further south you go, the more things are starting to bloom and everything. It's not completely snow covered. So this is just the first stop on the trail. This is where people stick things if you lose anything on the trail. It's at the front. And this one is a loop. So we'll start here and end at the same place, obviously. So I'll see you guys soon in the next clip.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me.
Hey guys, so we've made it to the first viewpoint. The view so far, it's really beautiful. Mountains, foothills galore, and it's finally spring, so there's some leaves on the trees. This one is really easy to follow so far, I will say that. It's a really good trail, really good condition, no snow, which is great. And I will update you guys further along the trail.
So alive, make it last forever. Stop in time, yeah, I'm surrendering. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me move. Can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me. Thought that you should know I've been going solo. Want my love, baby, earn it. Yeah, dancing on my own. See if you can follow. Got me feeling alive. Watch me go, lose control. Is this real? All I feel. Break the signs every time. Let's be real, be real, be real. I do what I want. Ooh, I do what I want. Ooh, I do what I want. Ooh, I do what I want.
update you, we are on the first hill, the first viewpoint. It is so beautiful out here. The wildflowers are out. It is really early in the season. It's only the beginning of June and the hills already have tons of wildflowers on them. We're going to continue along the trail. I'll see you on the next hill.
Hear me now, I do what I want. Are you ready now? Cause it won't be easy. Only get what you work for. Gotta go all out whenever you see me. Don't be wasting my time. Watch me go, lose control. Is this real? All I feel. Read the signs every time.
Hey guys, so this is the next hill after, well, we did this one, I guess, clockwise, and this is the second hill on this one. I actually prefer the previous hill that we were on more. It has a better view, to be honest, and there's more wildflowers over there. It's kind of a little bit difficult to get here because the paths and everything are not really well marked and they're not really well groomed. You have to go through the grass for most of the way. We did find a trail up here. We will continue on further on the other side of the loop and we'll see if there's anything fun over there. But yeah, this is the view for now. I will see you guys in the next clip.
Turn it all out, tell me every secret. Said that I care, asked do you mean it? It's been months since we've been okay. I'm putting off what's coming. Another night staring at the ceiling. You deserve to be alone, to be the one they're always thinking of. And I'm sorry I couldn't be there for you. Admit that I ignored it. You deserve to be alone. You deserve to be alone. You deserve to be alone. Struggling 'cause I'm all you have. You should know that's all in your head. 'Cause it's been weeks and you're not okay. You're putting off what's coming. It's alright to be scared of being lonely. Don't you know that you deserve to be alone? To be the one they're always thinking of.
Hey guys, welcome to my after hike summary for Sandy Mcnabb and High Noon Hills loop. It's really hard to find shoulder season options when you've done like most of them. I think on this particular day, my friend and I were actually gonna do Doorjam Mountain and Loader Peak, but she wasn't feeling well and I was not gonna push her onto that hike because last year when I did that one, I went with a friend that also wasn't feeling that well but tried to push through anyways, and she didn't have the best experience. So I didn't want the same for this friend, so we picked something easier, and I think we got some amazing wildflower photos as well. You can definitely check out my Instagram to see some of those. But yeah, this one we clocked in at 7.3 kilometers with an elevation gain of 315 meters only. That's a very, very super easy hike. So this one, okay, I have some thoughts and feelings about this trail. It was beautiful. We started off on a beautiful day. It was a beautiful day in the mountains. It was kind of overcast and I was hoping that it wouldn't rain throughout the whole hike. We're lucky with the weather until near the end of the loop. Then it started to rain a little bit, but it wasn't a huge deal. It was just mostly spitting. This trail is actually pretty easy to follow in the beginning, but then you definitely lose trail at a certain point and it gets a little bit frustrating. So this trail starts off in Sandy Mcnabb. If you've ever been there, it's more of like kind of like a ranch type area. It's almost like in a farmer's field. It's kind of a weird place to start a hike, but it is definitely like in the mountains, just like in the foothills, I would say. This is more of like a foothills type hike in South Kananaskis. You're not hiking a big mountain. You're gonna be mostly greeted with beautiful vistas and grassy meadows. Like, I think the hike in itself is absolutely stunning, especially when you get to High Noons Hill. It is absolutely beautiful. So we took what looked like the harder way up, and I think that's the way that most people go. So we went left when we entered. So you have to enter like a farmer's fence, and the fence is kind of hard to open. If you're not familiar with farmer's fences or how to open them, they are basically like barbed wire, and you have to kind of like reach around and open the fence. It was fine. We got through that part and we took a left. So the right side looked really flat, kind of like a meadow. We took the left way up, and there is some viewpoints along the trail. There's tons of wildflowers early in the season, which I was very surprised about. You get almost like a farmer's field, meadows with wildflowers for the beginning part of the hike, and then it gets kind of more treed in just for a moment. It kind of almost reminds me of like Bragg Creek area, you know, the smaller elevation type trails. You get a mix of like birch trees and a mix of pine trees. It is really pretty. And then you make your way to the first viewpoint. There is a bench up there. You can have a look around. There's a bench and a fire pit actually in that particular section, and then you can kind of look into the valley and see what your view is going to look like. And you get basically endless mountains, endless foothills, and then bigger mountains behind them. It actually looks really pretty. It's a really nice area. It almost looks like a painting. And then you continue on up to High Noons Hills. I think there's 2 hills or 3 hills on this one. 3 hills. There's the first viewpoint, and then we made it to the second hill, which was my favorite part of the hike. Definitely spend your time on this hill before moving on to the next one. Spend your time here eating, taking photos, doing whatever. That's what we did. Anyways, we just spent it like basically like laying in the grass and just admiring all the wildflowers and snacking and taking photos and stuff like that. We saw 2 sandhill cranes, which I've never seen before in my life. I've never actually seen sandhill cranes. I know I live in Alberta and I have never seen them, and they are actually really cool. They make this really interesting bird call. Like, I thought that they were geese when I first started recording, but then I realized they were sandhill cranes, and I was like, oh my gosh, I've never seen them before. So that was a really cool experience. I do wish I got them taking off. I had my camera in my hand, right? But I got really nervous for some reason. Like, I was like panicking trying to get the camera started, and then it locked my phone. So I got, you know, a really good clip of them flying, and it's one of my favorite clips of the whole hike. And then you move on to the next hill. There's different trails on the Sandy Mcnabb area that you can do. So you can just go to the first hill. You can continue on further if you want. There's definitely multiple options, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people go horseback riding here, but there was no one on the trail the day we went. There was absolutely not a soul, which is what I prefer. Like, I like my hikes super quiet. I don't like to be, you know, in places that are super busy and have tons of people on it. That's just not my jam. So I really, really thoroughly enjoyed how quiet this one was for a Monday. It was a Monday, so maybe that's why it was quiet. So we continued along to the second hill, and this is where you can lose trail really easily. I was also terrified that I was gonna have like 10 million ticks on me, which thankfully there was no ticks. But we had to go through the grass on multiple occasions. So now we found a trail to get to the top of the next hill, and it was beside one of those farmers' fences. I read some reviews and people said it was like straight up scrambling, blah, blah, blah. It was no scrambling. It was literally like, it felt like I was in Nose Hill Park and I was just walking up grass, like a grassy hill. There was no scrambling. It was steep, but it wasn't a scramble by any means, but there was no trail at the same time. So we continued along to the top of the hill, and the clouds started looking like they were gonna break at any point. It looked like it was gonna rain by the time we got up here. There was also a ton of mosquitoes, and there wasn't very much of a view. If you are planning to do this trail, I would completely skip that part altogether. If you can get from the first hill to the other side of the loop without doing this part, do that instead, okay? Do that instead, because getting from here to the other side of the loop was very difficult. We had to go through multiple like treed in sections, grassy sections. Like I said, I literally thought I was gonna have ticks all over me, but I'm thankful that I didn't. So we continued on, we followed the All Trails trail, and I think that's what really helped us further on, because there was no trail at all. There was no trail. So we were just following the All Trails map, and it finally got us to the main trail again, and then to the other side of the loop. The other side of the loop is absolutely stunning. You get this really pretty gorge with like a creek or a river. I'm pretty sure it's the Sheep River running through it, and it is so pretty on the back side of the loop. And then eventually from here, you continue on further to a grassy meadow, and that's when you know you're almost done a hike. You literally feel like you're in Bambi, like in the cartoon Bambi. You're in a big grassy open meadow surrounded by trees on all sides of you. And then yeah, so from here you finally complete the loop. You have to open the farmer's fence again, and then you reach back to your car. So all in all, this is a pretty good hike. I like the fact that you couldn't see the highway from the viewpoint or the hill. I really did enjoy this hike. I do recommend it for beginners. If you're just starting to get into hiking, if you're planning to do like your first hike of the year, maybe this is a good one. I would definitely classify it as easy. However, route finding is a little bit difficult. So that is all for this video. If you guys are not already subscribed, please go ahead, click that subscribe button below. I upload 3 times a week, Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I will see you guys soon with a new video. Bye.
I let you deeper than I let anyone